Parlez Français, leçon 4, niveau 1. In this lesson, you will find a sample of what we do in our small group classes. Basically, we focus on learning to speak French from the very first lesson, and this is your sample lesson, so you find out what it's like, and we do the same sort of thing at any level. If you want more information about our small group classes, register at the link below in the description. Vocabulaire. This is the vocab you will need for this lesson. We've got ne and pas. This is how you say not in French. I put the ne in brackets because when we speak, we tend to skip it. We say c'est pas, it isn't, rather than ce n'est pas, which we should do, but don't. So I'll put both versions in the exercises. Mon and ma both mean my. Mon is used for masculine words. Ma is used for feminine words. Différent or différente in the feminine, that's why it's always in brackets, which means different. Gentil, which becomes gentille in the feminine, means kind. Agréable means pleasant. Agréable is a good word to remember because you can apply it to both people and things, whereas gentil can only be applied to people and animals. Complètement, which means completely or totally. In English, you tend to prefer totally. We tend to prefer complètement rather than totalement. Trop, which is too, as in too much. Don't say the P there, trop. De, which means of, indicates possession. L'anniversaire, the birthday. Aujourd'hui, today. Désolé, again, double E when it's a lady who speaks, sorry. J'ai oublié, I forgot. And now let's come to our first practice. We'll practice the mon and the ma on this slide. It's my house. So you know that the it's is c'est. My house. We remembered from a previous lesson that house was feminine. So it's not going to be mon, it's going to be ma maison. C'est ma maison. It's my dog. Now, animals, like dogs, cats, when you don't know the gender of them, are by default masculine. Therefore, we choose the mon here. C'est mon chien. C'est mon chien. C'est ma maison. It's my house. C'est mon chien. It's my dog. And now let's add some vocab to that. We've got mon, ma, anniversaire, and aujourd'hui. It's my car and my garden. If you remember, my car is feminine, garden is masculine. C'est ma voiture et mon jardin. C'est ma voiture et mon jardin. It's my birthday today. The word birthday is masculine, but to be fair, it doesn't matter what the gender is because it starts with an A, which is a vowel. Therefore, mon will always be used, even for a feminine word, and this is important. C'est mon anniversaire aujourd'hui. C'est mon anniversaire aujourd'hui. We tend to link mon anniversaire because it's easier to say. For our next sentences, we'll need désolé, j'ai oublié, and complètement. Sorry, I totally forgot. And I put in bracket feminine because I want a lady to be speaking. And that will affect the spelling of sorry. Désolé, j'ai complètement oublié. Désolé, j'ai complètement oublié. This is Mr. and Mrs. Dupre's house. When you say this is in French, it's the same as it's. C'est la maison de, the house of, Mr. and Mrs. Dupré, Monsieur et Madame Dupré. Two things in there. We don't have the apostrophe S system that English has, which is quite handy. So therefore you have to invert everything and put the in the middle. It's the house of. And you've seen how we shorten Monsieur and Madame in French. It's not the same as Mr. and Mrs. And now we've come to our second practice, where we're going to use ne pas, the negative. Mon and ma again, différent and complètement. It's not my dog. My dog is totally different. So you know how to say c'est. Now to say it's not, there's two ways. There's c'est pas, which is the quick spoken one, or ce n'est pas, which is the written one and sometimes spoken when you're in an official event or situation where you have to speak a bit more formally. So you will say c'est pas mon chien or ce n'est pas mon chien, depending on the circumstances. Mon chien est complètement différent. C'est pas mon chien est complètement différent. It's not my car. My car is totally different. Again, same as before. C'est pas ma voiture or ce n'est pas ma voiture. Ma voiture est complètement différente. And we have the E at the end of différent because car is feminine, so everything that relates to the word car will also be feminine. C'est pas ma voiture. Ma voiture est complètement différente. Let's try a few more sentences. Using j'ai oublié, l'anniversaire, and de. I forgot the dog in the house. So you got your I forgot there. J'ai oublié. The dog, le chien. In the house, dans la maison. These are sentences from the previous lesson. J'ai oublié le chien dans la maison. I forgot Marie's birthday. Again, j'ai oublié. And then remember, no S apostrophe in French. It's the birthday of Marie. L'anniversaire de Marie. J'ai oublié l'anniversaire de Marie. And let's carry on. We're going to use trop and gentil or gentille in this one. Marie's dog is kind but difficult. Again, remember, apostrophe S, it's the dog of Marie. Le chien de Marie est gentil mais difficile. So gentil remain in the masculine because le chien is masculine. Difficile doesn't have a gender because it's already got an E on the end. Therefore, you just leave it as it is. Le chien de Marie est gentil, mais difficile. Difficile is one of those nice words in French because it also has another meaning. It means fussy. And it usually means fussy about food. So when you don't want to appear rude, you could say to people, ah, je suis désolé, je suis un peu difficile. Marie is too nice. Marie est trop gentille. And you see here, you don't hear the L. It's a Y sound because we've got the I double L, gentille. And now let's use de, trop, and agréable. My car is too small. Ma voiture est trop petite. Ma voiture est trop petite. Marie's house is big and very pleasant. Remember the apostrophe S? The house of Marie. La maison de Marie est grande, because la maison is feminine, et très agréable. Agréable already has an E, leave it alone, it does for both. La maison de Marie est grande et très agréable. And now for our third practice. We're going to practice mon and ma again. The small cat is in the big house. Remember, cat is masculine, house is feminine. Le petit chat est dans la grande maison. Le petit chat est dans la grande maison. My small cat is in my big house. Same thing, but with ma and mon. Mon petit chat est dans ma grande maison. Let's practice a bit further. With ma, agréable and ne pas. My car isn't very pleasant. So car is feminine. Ma voiture n'est pas, isn't, you could say est pas as well, très agréable. Ma voiture n'est pas très agréable. We like to link, très agréable. To be honest here, because we like to link, it's easier to say ma voiture n'est pas rather than ma voiture est pas. I have a small, comfortable car and a pleasant house. Be careful with this one. It's where you're going to put the adjectives that matters. I have a small, comfortable car. J'ai une petite voiture confortable. That's what's odd compared to English, because you put all your adjectives, small, comfortable, etc., before the word. We put some before, some after, and it's really annoying to remember which is which. So always remember that small and big go before the object they're describing, and anything rather long, that confortable, agréable, etc., go after. Therefore, you end up with j'ai une petite voiture confortable et une maison agréable. Now let's practice différent and agréable. I have a large, pleasant garden. Remember what we've just said about the order of adjectives? J'ai un grand jardin agréable. J'ai un grand jardin agréable. We said petit and grand go before jardin, and agréable, because it's a long adjective, go after. My small house is very different. Ma petite maison est très différente. Ma petite maison est très différente. Here you have two adjectives referring to maison, petit and différent. Therefore, both of them will be in the feminine, petite and différente. And that's all for this lesson. Please give me a like if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions. and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any videos I put out.